Liftoff.
Hey there, Weekend Confirmers. It's Jeff Cannata here with 2 N's and 1 T, ready to answer one of your questions via the Twitters. This Twitter question sent in by Smith B. Nick, who asks, do you think North America's network infrastructure will be gaming's weakest link and bottleneck the next generation? This is a really good question. I wanted to answer one of the Diablo 3 DRM questions, but Jeff Mattis took all those. But I like this question as well. Thank you, Smith B. Nick. This is a really big topic, and I don't think I'm going to be able to do justice to it. But suffice it to say, gaming is the least of our problems when it comes to poor network infrastructure in America. And it's going to be something that is going to only get worse as time progresses and we continue to not do anything about it. And it's something that very much worries me. Other countries, Korea, China, are light years ahead of us in this regard. And it doesn't seem to be it doesn't seem that our country, our government is doing anything about it. And this really is a political question more than anything else, because we have to realize that network infrastructure is as important as roads, as electricity, as water and gas. All of those things in the 21st century, we're on an equal playing field when it comes to information and life services like those other things. And unfortunately, it's going to take a paradigm shift in Washington for that kind of thing to happen. And I think it's going to take a new way of thinking. And I hope that the young generation who is invested in video gaming and wants that kind of infrastructure for internet services like gaming, as we mature and as we come into power, because generationally that is our due, I hope that those kinds of things are at the forefront of what we push for culturally. Do I think it's going to make a big deal for the next gaming generation? No, not a huge deal. I do think that broadband gaming is going to be rather stagnant this next generation. Stagnant's the wrong word, but it's not. We're not going to see a leap in the need for network connectivity. There's going to be a hell of a lot more people wanting to download HD films onto their consoles and streaming HD films. Services like Netflix have figured out ways to do that effectively, but we're only going to need more bandwidth going forward. I don't think the next generation is the place that it's really going to, the S is going to hit the F. I think that's going to happen a little farther down the road, but there is going to be a reckoning. There is going to be a day when we push up against the upper boundary of what we're capable of. And now I'm talking about urban centers. And that's not even to talk about the problems that we really have with rural America that just doesn't have access to broadband. So there is that issue, and then there is the fact that the broadband we do have just isn't fast enough for where we want to go. It's a great question. As I said, I'm probably not doing justice to the issues, but it's something that I hope a lot more people are starting to think about. And as all these devices, as we want to get online with everything that's in our pocket, everything that's in our home, we're going to need much, much more bandwidth. And I hope it's something that our country takes seriously, because other countries are, and they're way ahead of us on that issue. So thanks for the question, and I'll see you guys next week.
Whereas if they don't do that, they can only reselling it the same thing, and they're going to resell you the same.
It's still a big deal.
Exactly. No, that is not.
Yes, they do backward compatibility. It's that everything you already had, you can play on your machine without paying anything extra for it. Whereas if they don't do that, they can only have chances are the technology
It's a DLC question.
they can program all these.
Yes, and all.